Hello, everyone. Good something. I see that everything is all right regarding the sound. And now we can proceed on analyzing the charts and see what we can have for today. Yeah. I know someone asked me, well, should I close the trade here? Why? Why would you close the trade there? Because main area which I'm expecting for Bitcoin to dump into, it's around here at 66,000. So I don't see the price bouncing until that pivot. Yeah, until here, 66.9. Uh, well, it's from your side because I see on OBS it's already on the yellow line. I don't want to push it more. So sound is good, yeah. I won't change anything. Um, let's see. Everything is all right. I see 60 people already in. Oh, that's not bad, but from 60 people, I have only likes, 8 comments. So let's do the technical part, please. I want, if you have the time and if you want, to leave a comment. The comment is helping a lot in the algo, and then like and retweet, please. And now we can proceed on charting, on analyzing to see what we can have for today and what we can do. All right? Okay. So I think we can proceed. Everything is fine, and we can just start. Also, I have the coffee here, and now we can focus on charting. So last night, once again, you saw all the tensions, and the timeline was so euphoric. And once again, mainly due to the news. So we had a good relief, both in traditional market and crypto. And the move was mainly driven by ES. I mean, you can see ES had a nice pump uh, based on the fact that yeah, the success and so on with I don't want to name it because might trigger some algo stuff, but the hitting tensions from the timeline from what we can see on the current geopolitical situation. And then next thing we started dumping. Here I was discussing with the people in the Discord, and if you go on 4 hour, you can see it's a very, very, very good short area, like very good shorting area, key horizontal, swept the liquidity. Also, if you go on daily, you can see we had a key pivot zone and an SFP of this previous high. If you would have been more greedy, which I've been in the past, I wouldn't have gotten an entry. But right now I had an entry and everything is fine. I shorted only Nasdaq and Bitcoin. So I think it was a pretty good entry here. I also mentioned on Twitter that I shorted. You know me, when I'm taking a trade, I usually mention short or long. Then I get 10,000 of comments with stop loss and take profit, sir. Where is the stop loss? Where is the take profit? Well, I have to reinforce the idea here once again. If that questions already arises and you want to put a trade in the market, it means that you shouldn't put a trade in the market. You're definitely not a trader. When you're a trader, that question doesn't exist because you already know the rules. It's a simple equation. When you trade, it's a simple equation which says entry. Yeah, you get the point. Which says entry, stop loss, TP. Without this equation, you cannot trade. So if you don't know one of these three aspects, you're not allowed to put a trade in the market. You're simply not allowed. So if you ask me where to put the stop loss, where to take profit, it's definitely not ideal for you to take any trade. So I'm not interested in taking any longs. I still think that as long as we are on the wrong side of the trend line, this was a previous week high manipulation, and the price will just continue lower. I'm sorry, I'm still a bit sick. I'm literally not interested in taking any longs until maybe we get into the 66,000 area. Maybe there we'll see how the market will react. Ooh, sorry, I forget that on MacBook. If I click that, the screen will disappear. And now, okay, everything should be all right. Okay. Okay. So we are short. I'm not eager to long anytime soon. All right, let's go with the boring part. Let's go, and I want to make a recap. Not on futures, sorry. I want to make a recap on the majors because I received that question a lot from people. Simple downtrend, nothing changed. There's nothing bullish about this pump. And even if we get a pump in the red box here at 2.4, 2.5, that will be a bearish retest, nothing more. Something like this. I expect the price to go way lower. The first area of sorry, of big support for me, it would be 192, 198. That would be the main pivot area where I am actually inclined to think that okay, I might add some Ethereum mainly and Bitcoin to my spot allocation, and I will highlight some good areas for Ethereum and Bitcoin. We sit in a range, nothing changed. I posted this range, damn it. I posted this range some while ago. Even if we get to 2.6 and everyone will get euphoric. They'll say, okay, breakout, new all-time high soon. Well, not too soon, because that would be sort of a ABC correction for a 1, 2, 3, and we should still have 3, 4, 5. We should still have another dump, and that one should be quite big. Even an SFP of this pivot low at 1.68, it's highly probable here. This one, or this one. Then if we go on total tree, sorry. Well, yeah, total tree is looking fine from a range perspective. There's nothing wrong with it. We are still in the range, which I highlighted months ago. Nothing changed, all right? Nothing changed. It's looking fine. But that specific range looks like it's holding on a thread of rope. This big accumulation right at the bottom of the range, I quite don't like it. It doesn't look like it wants to hold. It looks like it wants to jump from that pivot area. I posted the link. Yeah. Who wants to make requests? Go and post your questions down in the post below. All right. So having that in mind, the fact that total tree looks rangish, I expect for the price to just break this range and go even here and retest this 404 range lows. Because if we look at a bigger intermediate range from 2021, we just entered back inside the value area. So most likely what will happen is that the price will look for the same pattern as here. Yeah, we have an intermediate consolidation exactly like we had previously on 2022. We had an exit pump, an exit liquidity pump. You can see was short-lived and then way lower. I'm expecting exactly the same thing. I don't rule out of the probabilities an exit liquidity here into 820, 910, 910, something like this. Yeah, everyone will scream, well, okay, trend line breakout, but no. I mean, until we get a candle body closing past this area, I cannot call for the range highs. But look first here, 820, and then 910, something like this here. Yeah, there we go, and here. So I'm still looking for lower eventually. All right, let's go on total tree ES, if I'm not wrong, ES BTC or total tree. Yes, just this one. All right. Exactly like I was highlighting previously, let's go 5 days. There's no reasons for me to ape into longs, into any long positions. Yeah, we have this trend line, but when you are in such an aggressive downtrend, I don't think the trend lines are helping too much anymore because, yeah, let's throw a trend line here. Okay, you see the trend line, the price said, fuck your trend line. Because it's not about trend lines anymore in a bear market environment. Even here said, okay, here, fuck your trend line, deviated back below. And there you go. So we can easily go below this trend line and consolidate, test the 300, or even go back in this value area range and test the 2020, 220 billion W's and range lows you see here. Until the price, so I'm speaking about macro here, 5 days weekly, until the price gets on the other side of the trend line, I have no reasons, absolutely no reasons to think like, okay, new all-time high, it's coming, or crap like that. No, there is absolutely no reason. You can see price has lots of work to do. The same like we had here, rejecting, and only once it gets on the other side of the trend line, around here, I would expect the prices to perform in crypto. But right now, expecting the prices to perform, why I would do that? And I explained also in my Monday article, and we were discussing yesterday in the live stream in the VIP. We were brainstorming, let's put it like that. If crypto looks like that, the majors are looking like that, and if Nasdaq is looking like that, that's heavy. That's a distribution. That's looking heavy. Okay, we have Stefan, which he's retarded. He's a stupid trader. Nobody cares what he's saying. That's all right. But totally objective, if we look at the fact that total is looking heavy, um, total tree is looking heavy, Nasdaq is looking heavy. Okay, maybe this is some random confluence. All right. Let's bring USDT dominance in play because there is lots of fans of USDT dominance. This looks bearish to you? And even if it's dropping to the blue box here, it will most likely take it as support, and it will be a short-lived pump from altcoin space because eventually I expect it to go to 10% or even 13%, and that's where we get a big manipulation and the price will start to roll over, and I'm targeting again 3%. So macro speaking is looking good. Indeed, in January, if we put a replay button here, yeah, no thank you. Okay, if we put what's going on? It's not available on the symbol. Okay, damn you. So if we look back in January, when I was speaking about an AMD, so ignore this rally, I was speaking about an AMD here. I was quite bullish on the markets, honestly. And I took my stop losses. That's it. Because what I was looking for here was an AMD. Was looking for the market to take all the liquidity here into this fair value gap and then distribute lower into the 78.6. Simple. My plan was invalidated. I took my stop losses, next bus. But now, absolutely no reasons to think yet bearish because this is a range, and the range rule says that most likely price will attempt for the highs and the lows of the range. Simple. So we have three confluences. I'm retarded, I'm stupid, trader. I know, but we have three confluences. We have total looking crap, total tree, and so on. Nasdaq looking quite heavy, and let's also add in the subjective matters of uh, the heated timeline regarding, the geopolitical situation and USDT dominance, and say, okay, we have about 3-4 reasons to think that the price might go lower. Then you'll say, well, Stefan, come on, you will long some shitcoins, don't you? You will go and buy some shitcoins here. Well, no, guys, I'm underwater with my bags. That's what it is. I have a very strict risk management, very strict. When I speak about risk management, uh, there is no room for interpretation. 1% from my portfolio on a shitcoin or 2%, and that's it, nothing more. And I'm always looking to sell half on a double. So shitcoins, they're looking bad. There's so much more room to the downside on the shitcoins. Imagine that Atom had a week to zero on spot, which is not a bug. It's a feature, how we say in crypto, no? So Atom had a week to zero. I think that sums up pretty much the trading environment in which we are in. I don't know. It's crazy, but that's the reality. And then you'll say, well, sir, when should we become bullish? When will altcoins start performing? And if you look previously, we needed lots of consolidation on the other side of the trend line. Same stuff here, M top. The price broke out. Let's say that one was a bit more aggressive because, damn it, okay, because it already broke out. But let's look at this trend line. So you see, it's not yet on the other side. And then, okay, let's not look at this one but it's perfectly valid. And let's zoom in a little bit on 2 days and look at this one. There we go. Let's put 4. So, oh my God, there is so much more room for the squiggly wiggly to the left and right. So much room for altcoins to just have an endless, painful consolidation. We'll see some here and there exit liquidities like we saw in December. I think so. And if you remember December, we caught perfectly. We caught the bottoms here. Yeah, we managed to long perfectly here on December, if you remember, and then we took profits into January. And then, fool me, I was expecting for this area to hold and create and this to be a higher low, but it wasn't. I took my stop losses, but I generated good profits, controlled my risk management, and then I was net positive after all. Right here, man, absolutely no reasons to be bullish in my opinion. Just maybe the fact that we sit above the 10 by 10 week event, maybe just that, and 78.6, maybe just that. But other than that, the price is on the wrong side of the trend line. You can see bearish. Also, if you look at the key horizontal, you have, let's see, look at this previous lower low, eternal lower low. The price is just taking it massively as resistance. So that's not something that you want to see if you are bullish on altcoins. It's pretty bad, all right? And I don't know if I can be bullish on something like this. I don't know. So it needs more time. I need my structure on the other side of the trend line, and then maybe I will start chasing again. I do think they are not dead. I do think that we'll get our exit liquidity rallies, but seems like this cycle, all that euphoria, all that shit show with Gfolios, with people making millions out of $10, with greedy greedy goblin people who started making 10,000 projects, dumping them on a daily basis. So making, there are people making, we're making, I don't know, 10,000, 11,000 projects. Imagine a person just making 10,000 pumps and dumps projects. It's absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. So I do think that market needs to cleanse in a way or another from all that euphoria and all that extraction that caused it. And if we look a little bit at Solana, for example, yeah, I did had a trade. I had a pretty nice trade here on Solana with the boys. This one was a limit order, which I posted since 11th of February or 9 February. So I posted this long from such a long period of time. It was a limit order. I booked at 3.43. I'm out. Next bus. But if we higher a little bit the time frame, you'll observe that it's not looking great. It's not looking great. After an impulsive wave like this, even if we look like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, damn it, not 0, but I expect 26 to be tapped on Solana, and I expect 48, 51 to be tapped on Solana. It's not impossible, it's even probable. Just my two stupid sense, but who knows? I'm retarded. Maybe I'm wrong. I might be wrong, and if I'm wrong, I'll just don't have an entry on Solana. Simple like that. If I don't get my 27 on Solana, I'll simply avoid buying Solana. But there is another way to skin a cat, as I'm always teaching you. There are so many ways to skin a cat. If you actually want an entry, let's look at this one. Just wait for proper structure on the other side of the trend line. It's always the right way to do it. All right. Exactly like here. You can see once the price went on the other side of the trend line, it was a good buying opportunity. You could have made a nice spot DCA technique, let's say, right? So I wrapped it up with the event and where we are right now. I think so. So we have four reasons why I would think that we are not done yet. Let's speak about Bitcoin dominance a little bit. So if we go on 3 weeks time frame, wait for what the fuck I have 3 weeks. We can observe that something interesting is emerging. In my opinion, my stupid opinion, we are kind of in the same fractal we've been here. And let's say like timestamp wise, we have this week to the upside, which could be this one. I think we might get another dump and some altcoins might start outperforming, let's say something like this. But I do think Bitcoin dominance will take the high once again before the dump. So I do expect that 66 will be hit on Bitcoin dominance once again. What will happen with the altcoins then? God knows. But from my experience in technical analysis, years of daily live trading, as long as we hold this pivot low, I'm expecting this range to be played out, and then we can target the range highs, which is here at the M top. So I do expect that as long as we hold the 58 area, so as long as we hold, if we are breaking down with the weekly candle below, then the plan might change. But as long as we hold above 58%, I do expect that Bitcoin will somewhere this year have another run into the 68% Bitcoin dominance. What will happen then with the altcoins? Only the good God might know, because they are in the basement already. But yeah, there we go. We have another fifth reason, let's say, that the market is not looking great. Now I think we can go on shitcoins. and lower a bit the time frame and maybe see what we can do. Well, there you go. Let me post on the VIP because I want the guys to TP1 here. I was lucky again. Yesterday I publicly posted I short Bitcoin. Seems like I'm lucky. TP1 here at 61.8. Perfect. 1 second, let me post. Okay. Yeah, for who is asking, my original stop loss wasn't there. Original stop loss was at 70 here. It was, but nonetheless, that's what's here. It's a 3.1 risk to reward ratio. So not bad, not bad. I'm pretty sure that some people did way better than me, and I'm proud to see that. But what it matters to be steady. That's what we appreciate here. To see you on 1 year from now and see you how you execute on a daily basis. That's what I want to see from you. I don't want to see you nailing once and then you disappear. No, thank you. I want to see you day in, day out doing this. 1 second. Okay, posted. I'll post also on Twitter because I want people to TP1 here, secure some profits. So this is trading, guys. This is trading. I know everyone wants to be a trader, but I don't know if everyone is willing to put the time and effort, because the time and effort required is huge. So Bitcoin, I'm not eager to open any long too soon because these 3 equal lows here are too juicy. Also, yesterday I was brainstorming with the lads in the VIP, and some of them were asking me, well, why do you will target so low, and why you will not take profits? On my years of trading, initially, PJ was always saying that when the price is front running a specific level, like I'm going to show you here, for example, the price has front run 61.8, and it left equal lows right in the in the GP. You can see here. So we front run 61.8 1, 2, 3 times. Usually when we have something like that, you need to understand the context and the reasoning behind why the price would like to trap so many positions in order to dump them afterwards. So it's really important to understand context when you are trading, not just throw some random shitty setups at the market and with crappy risk to reward like 0.2 and crap risk management. That's not trading. That's just maybe you will luckily make some money. But the point is that once we front run this level, I was quite sure that the price will revisit those lows, and the fact that what they are doing is actually trapping lots of long positions into thinking that the price will go higher. Yeah, I know there's a hidden liquidity in the order block area in the 78.6. It's exactly where I mentioned that 64,512 for days where I 512, that's the area. I have this level mentioned since yesterday. So there's still more room for the price to go way lower. Same stuff on Ethereum. 78.6 tapped perfectly at 2084. I still have the shorts on Bitcoin and Ethereum. Nothing changed, and honestly, I'm not willing to take anything until maybe 180.25, 1,826, because I don't think any of these liquidity pivots will hold. I don't think any of them will hold. Maybe we get the dead cat bounce. That would be nice, so we can short again. Something like 2,034, 38 bucks, something like that. That would be a good pivot to short again. something around here. And then I'm expecting the price to dump even lower. Regarding my US oil post, that's a weekly time frame chart. Remember that. And no, I didn't manage to get in. I might be a bit late. Yeah, but I don't care. You can see every time it pumped, it gave a retracement so people can get in. We'll have something like, okay, I don't want to get in the news because my algo might punish it, but I'm waiting for my entry and there is a high probability I will get my entry. Man, 140 people in the live and we have only 50 likes. Come on, guys. Come on. I know you can do better, right? I know you can do better. So hit that like button if you didn't manage to. And also, I'd appreciate if you go on Twitter and comment, leave a comment on the post. So, regarding what I would take in the upcoming period, so if we have Tuesday, the high of the week, we have the Tuesday candle, which is just sitting inside Monday candle. I said previously that I don't like any of these lows, but if I'm looking at the daily, there is a good probability for the price to bounce off 1.9K here at the range lows, and can speak about the 78.6 tap. Around here. Not bad. We can have a deep dive week also into this GAN level 0.5, and we have an order block area. So, but I will not go with a limit order. I know oftentimes it's good to just go with a limit order, and it's nice. But as I told you yesterday, that this is an NFP week, and it's the first week in the month, and we also started with lots of events, let's call them like that. Yeah. So I think it will be a pretty difficult week to trade for the people who are beginners. And as you can see, it's already starting like that because yesterday we had a big surprise. Everyone was expecting higher and higher and higher. All my timeline and even people that I might look up to when I'm scrolling down, I never look for confluences with anyone. And you might know already that one. When I said shorted Bitcoin, well, if the post went quite viral, but mainly due to the fact that lots of people started hating. So you are retarded, it goes to 80,000. Why don't you take into account the fact that it might go to 80,000? You are retarded. All right. Well, I mentioned in the live trading session that don't trust any NFP weak move. Any move is to be faded. And there we go. So right now, if you ask me for longs, waiting for 64,500. Here for Ethereum, if you go on the comments, you will see it's different than the people were actually hating the fact that I was shorting. For Ethereum, I would expect something 1906. That area would be ideal. And I don't know, if you ask me about shitcoins, honestly, no, thank you. I posted a short on Filecoin. Someone asked me if it's invalidated. No, it's not invalidated. Why it would be invalidated? Man, people, they have so much work to do. So much work to do, and I'm getting tired, and this is one of the main reasons why we made everything private, and we're looking for the ones who really want to put the time and effort, not to the ones that are asking you for the stop loss and take profit. Because if you don't know where to put your stop loss and take profit, well, you have so much work to do. Let's see. I think XRP I had a setup. Doja also I have a setup here. I was filled exactly at the week. I made the trade risk free. I'll leave with the results. Litecoin, I posted the short also. Solana long took profits already. ZEC, I posted the short too, but that's on a daily basis. I'm expecting $57 to be tested on ZEC. Now you'll say impossible. ZEC 57? Oh yeah. Tau, I'm expecting way lower for this one, as I told you. Most people won't like what I see on Tau. Tau USDT, Tau USDT. Where the heck do I have the chart? Tau USD, maybe? Tau USD. Tau USD. Bear with me because I don't know where I have the most information. Because I know Tau started way lower. Ah, there you go. Well, the application to Discord will be declined in most of the cases. So don't be mad on that. Have patience. Work on yourself. You can stay on the live streams that we do for public. It's not intended for everyone, and that's the way that it will stay. That's the way it will be. All right. There's nothing changed. You have about 10% chance to get in, something like that. And yeah, the subs, if I know them, they will have a higher chance of subscription from Twitter. I'm expecting a 105 and $57 on Tau. You can see we are rejecting the 190, 200 level, 199. We are just rejecting. So there is no reasoning why Tau would go back to 500 or 700 in the upcoming period. So I still think it will go way lower. Hype, this motherfucker hit my stop loss once, but I think it's coming for a good short opportunity. I'm looking for a 61.8 to 78.6. Like this area, you see, we are already rejecting the GP. So I'm looking for a short on this bad boy. And I think the risk to reward, it's absolutely great. But it's still on the uptrending momentum here, you can see. I'm waiting. I would like to see some structure here in the 34 area. Maybe SFP of these two pivot highs. Let's see if we get, yeah, Monday high, maybe it will do it, but I need another drive to the upside. And XRP USDT. I have some trades on XRP. Where the heck it is? Here. There you go. I have this trade on XRP. You can see it gave another entry just a few days ago. I'm expecting this one to start do something. Yeah, mainly because if we look at, damn it, 1 week. There you go. If we look at the 1 week chart, we are right in the 78.6 here. And we swept the 10 by 10 week. Yeah, it might take some time to get solved along this week to the downside, but I think we can easily look for a 2 to 1 R here. I can easily scrap a 2 to 1 until resistance. So I think it's worth it for a 2 to 1 history on it. But this is some more of a swing trade idea. All right. Nah, I'm sorry because I'm still sick. I don't know how I succeeded, even though I took lots of remedies. But frankly, I wasn't cold since last year, so it's my first call this year. All right. Let's go back on Bitcoin. As you can see, not that I was laughing, but I was actually highlighting how stupid the public is. And it's not something that you should be ashamed to point at, but everyone is expecting breakout in a range, and that's how the range works. Because every time the price gets into the range highs, public will get lured into that mouse trap, and lots of people will actually start buying these areas because that's how the range forms. a lot of people will start interpreting trades, crap trades like this. And man, I saw so many trades like this. And they will say, okay, look at this trend line. It's breaking out the trend line. It's breaking out. Let's take this trade. And you get fucked. And say, okay, on 1 hour, you'll say, okay, I have my first 1 hour candle closing above. I'll take my entry here and then stop loss here. And boom, you're wrecked. I was there. Now, I wanted to say initially that I'll never get it, but I do get it because I was there. So, but it passed so many years. I have more than 9,000 hours of live trading and journal trading in this group. I never skipped a day uh, from these live trading sessions from day to day, like Monday to Friday. And the results are speaking. I mean, I can easily read the moves, create context behind the reasoning of anything. Well, so I think it's quite easy and straightforward. I'll be looking at 64, 512, and then 61, 524, and then 59. So these are my levels for longs. Now we might get a slight bounce here at 66, 900, yeah, but I think it will be short-lived, sort of a dead cat bounce, all right? I'll go to so some people are asking, how did I get an entry? Well, it's simple. And I mentioned it so many times. 5 minutes close below. If you're a scalper, like fast trader, you look for divergences. You look for a 5 minutes, 50 minutes candle close below your point of interest or above, depending on how do you trade. All right. I think I'll go through the requests because we are almost 1 hour in deep dive into this one. And I'm pretty sure lots of you are just waiting for the requests from the comments to be addressed. Okay. Just passed my funded account because thanks to your trades, been following your trades and your patience taught me a lot. Well, I'm glad to hear that. I received lots of messages this morning, so really made my coffee time way better. Made the mistake, I fully took profits. I don't know. Made a mistake, I fully took profits. Well, I don't know. It is a mistake. Yeah, I can write it in the journal, but uh, I want to have the same conviction like you. It's not conviction, guys. Conviction, it's a depraved word. It's a degen word. Stop using it. It's not conviction what made me short the market there. It's experience. So put 9,000 of hours journaled and trading into this and you will succeed no matter what you can do. You'll be even better than me or Paul. Uh, so I think I did spoke about US oil. So let's speak about this trade a bit. I do think that we'll have a big spike to the upside. I expect at least 104 or 113. Um, hey, Raul. Hello. I think we'll have intermediate resistance zones here at 76. Some news might hit and say, okay, actually, it's not that bad like we think. And then we'll have a quick dump in US oil. That's exactly where I will look for a long because this situation, I don't think it will get solved so quickly as majority thinks. I think it will not be short-lived, and I do think it will take some time until all the situation will solve itself. So I think it's a pretty good risk to reward trade. Already last night we were discussing the VP. Some people went with options. Don't ask me where to trade it, please. That question you can ask ChatGPT. You can ask any like Grok and stuff like that. You don't ask me. I mean, where to trade it. It's your due diligence. Yeah, I have the same opinion about where do you put the stop loss. So no, please don't ask me this kind of things if you don't see the stop loss in the chart. uh, let's look at gold. Otto has a pretty good analysis on gold. Otto and Andrea, both of them made a really nice plan on gold here. I do expect gold to top somewhere around, but considering the events, it might take more time than we think. And this move might be not that short-lived, like this move to the upside, but actually continue a little bit the trend. I know Otto has some 4-hour trades and analysis already posted up there in the Discord. Let me check them. Swing trades. So yeah, he posted really nice longs on the 4-hour time frame. But I repeat, I mean, it's 1 hour and 4-hour trading. It has nothing to do with where the move will go on a macro time frame. All right, let's go back on the comments. Yeah, I'm a full-time trader, Frank, for already 1 year and a half. 1 year and a half, 2 years, I'm already a full-time trader. It started a little bit slower, but once you get the capital going, once you get your rules in set, you never break your rules, because if you do break your rules, well, you'll fuck it up. And if you have dependents like kids and so on, they will suffer. So, because you'll start losing money. Always follow your rules and your system. Let's go. Lean. Diana asked me for lean USD. I was looking at lean, honestly. Damn it, it took the Monday high. What was that? Monday? Fuck it. Yeah, we have an M top here. So I had this short on lean, which took me out, and then it went to my area. Well, damn it. Nothing we can do. But right now we have an M top here. So I do think that if we get some retest around here, but I don't know what news this shitcoin has, but it's looking like it wants to spike everyone to the upside. Okay, let's go to the next one. Good morning, good morning. Well, not too many requests. That points the fact that shitcoins are in the basement. Litecoin, Chainlink, sorry. Link USDTP. I think I had some AMD analysis here. Yeah, there you go. So Chainlink, I'm expecting this AMD to continue. My target is somewhere around 6.5. 6.5, this area. We already triggered it, so it's looking fine so far. I have a short hedge here going on because I have some spot link. How often do you stream for the live public? Live for public. Live streams I have daily. I have a daily live stream for the VIP, and then Paul live streams I streamed in London, and he live streams in New York. But for public, I only have it Tuesdays. Each Tuesday, this is for public. Oh my God. I will not take that request from Bogdan because one, that's a scam shitcoin. Not that any other coin would be different. But I was muted by the one who has like $1 million bag that he received. Or he bought, I don't know. But I said that BERT will dump like 98%. And then next thing you know, I was muted. There you go. Your favorite influencer box. Here, he was calling for the fill of the week at 21 cents. Exactly here. So no, thank you. I'm not going to look at this shitcoin. Let's go back on Chainlink. So short, it's looking good. And by the way, I didn't post a trade in the comments as I asked. XRP 4 hours. XRP, I think we looked at it, but I will give it a look one more. So daily, 1 hour, 4 hours, I have this trade going on. This I'm looking for a fast 2-to-1. While if you go on a 3 days, let's say, I expect some sort of bounce around here. If we don't bounce off 115, then I think we go to 74, which is a very, very big confluence area here, 74, 75. So eyes open for some sort of bounce because I think we can leverage some profits of that specific potential move. We can easily make 20% out of that bounce. I have some limit orders spot there. Uh, uh, let's see this shitcoin. I don't see anything special. No, I don't see anything special. I think the downtrend is still intact. Man, I think I have too many apps opened. Yeah, downtrend is still intact, so it's going lower. Axie, same stuff. I bought some Axie at 0.9, sold it. I'm not interested to buy any time Axie. Let it come back at 0.9, and maybe that then I will reassess. Well, exactly. No, I won't give a name here. I won't give a name, but anything that is not trustworthy and it has above 100,000, 200,000 followers, you want to put a question sign when he's shilling something. Even if I'll get to 1,000, 100,000, 200,000 followers, I have a rule where I will never affiliate and I will never shill absolutely anything. Never. I better just delete my account, go trading in the woods, and live my life than shill anything. And the amounts are big because that's why they are shilling them. The money that you get offered, they are huge. I got offered like 50,000 a month and stuff like that. Some people get offered 500,000, 300,000, and so on. Near, let's check near in CRV. Near, yeah. I bought spot near. You can see the blue levels where I had buy spot limit orders. It's not looking bad, but I'm not interested to chase here. I'm already long. If it retests back to 1.1, yeah, I will buy some more, but not. I have a sell half limit order, sell half on a double around here, 1.92. I'm waiting to sell. You got muted on the Discord because of typing down the name? Well, we are not just another random Discord. You have to learn that, guys. You can't just uh, get in the I don't know how to say it in English, but you cannot just get in someone's house and poop in the middle of the house. Like a lot of people are used to that, and we don't accept that. You get instantly banned or muted. Uh, CRV. Yeah, I don't have a W, a daily W here. I don't like the structure yet. We might be on the other side of the trend line, but you can see still you don't have structure that might say buy me. Like here, for example, we had exactly the same stuff going on, creating equal lows. I think that if we get something like that, an AMD, I think we can have a good opportunity on making some profits. I'm taking the requests from the Twitter comments, so I'm not taking the requests from what are you guys posting here in the comments. All right. Let me check the comments if we get any other requests. So I don't see too many other requests. So I don't think that people, they are looking forward on altcoins too much, which is good because that's how a bottom forms. We are not done yet, definitely. There's way more room for the price to go a bit lower. But that's a good indication because the hype is not there anymore. MNT. I found a request. MNT. MNT. What the heck is this? Oh, not looking bad. We are on the first key pivot area, but same stuff. Same stuff here. I don't see yet a breakout areas. What I'm looking for is a breakout from this area, like from 0.65 to take it as support. And I'll be looking for an entry after we get the breakout here. Something like this, and then I'm targeting here. But first, do the breakout, and then I'll start getting a position there. Until then, I don't think it's indicated to do anything. Okay, I don't see too many other comments regarding the chart request. Yeah, someone was speaking about some gladiator trades, and honestly, they do an insane job. They do an insane job. Like the setups that they're posting, it's absolutely insane. HUSDT, I think. HUSDT. Ah, humanity. Oh my god. Oh my god. What's happening there? This shitcoin project. Man, it's looking like a total mess, honestly. It's looking like a total mess. No. If we treat it like a range, and it's a range indeed, I would look for deep discount. This area and this area. And this is the area where you'll fuck it. Sorry. This is the area where you're already taking profits. So this is a pivot resistance area. So I would look to get some positions maybe at that 0.048, something like that. That would be ideal. These questions for me are useless. Which move you expect first? To take the liquidity at 72 or 54? It doesn't matter. I don't care. That's now not how a trader should think, which one is first. A trader should put the pivot levels there, should look at the levels, and then execute based on the plan that he has. It doesn't matter which one is first. Bitcoin can go to $10 or to 10 millions and we still make money. It makes no sense. And that's for public. Usually that's what public is looking for. Which one is first? So I can go all in, market buy, and make money because that's how Stefan or Paul predicted because he said that. First, we go to 72,000. No, thank you. It's looking bad, Ada. It's not looking good at all. No, it's looking very bad. Your view on Tao? Well, I mentioned about Tao. When Stefan and Blowfin affiliation? Absolutely never. Never. I was see a manager there in the comments asking that. I will never affiliate with any exchange, not even for $1 million. Tao, where is going? Come on, what the heck? Where do I have my analysis? There you go. Ah, as I said, 105 and $57. Okay. I don't see any other requests. Yeah, that's the play, Pyro. If you want to FAFO, you can FAFO. But you will find out if you FAFO. Why would you target random levels or call for random levels when you can play the range and actually make money? What you're doing is for public. Public, it's the one that calls for new all-time high, new all-time low. They are the ones when Bitcoin was at 12, 16, where the heck it was, $16,000 here. They were the ones asking for 8,000 and so on. I mean, it has no logic, doesn't make sense. All right, play level by level. Hype, it's already dumping, creating some M tops here. I was honestly looking for another sweep of the highs at the Monday high, but I might be forced to play this AMD here and take this M top. But we are still on the right side of the trend line. Let's look at Jasmine. Lost pivot lower, you can see here. You can see where it's going. 0.0036, 0.0027. That's where Jasmine is going, as long as the pivot is lost. And here, 0.0046, we already tapped it. Well, yeah, each Tuesday, the live trading session, it's on YouTube since 4 years ago, quiet. It's not that it's today or any other day. Since 2020, what year is now? 2023, 2022. So yeah. About 2 hours, 2 years it took me, VT. It's exactly like you say. The more time you put, your eyes will open and you'll start understanding the market better. So around 2 years it took me to literally open my eyes and understand the market. So 2 years with 2 to 4 to 8 hours a day. So non-stop grind each day. I'm a slow person. I know. All right. I have a question from the VIP, but there you didn't wait for the closure of the candle. Okay, I had a question on the VIP, sorry. Uh, I don't know if you have any more questions. So as I told you, I'm not interested in taking any longs anytime soon. By the way, for who's asking, yes, because I had lots of questions in DMs. The VIP, it's opened, but keep in mind, not too many people will be able to join because, firstly, you need to be on Discord, and secondly, I need to discuss with you to see your risk management uh, approach because it's very important. I don't want to have people risking 4% and then tell me, okay, thank you very much. I did 80% of my account in the first month. Man, you're insane. And then the next month they say, okay, F you, I lost all my account. Well, nothing that I can do for you. I cannot help you. I cannot help you because that's not how trading is done. So yeah, I wanted to give you some hints on what you should tell me, but no. Yeah, if you want to apply for VIP, be on Discord, DM me and answer my questions. And we'll see from there. Where do I will look for longs? Simple. 1.9 thousand here at 78.6 Shark. And Bitcoin 64,500. Yeah, I will hunt for longs, but not now. So we have clear downtrend in the London session. There is absolutely no reasoning to look for longs right now. I will wait for, you can see the DR, it's short, it's impulsive, aggressive, and I will just look at the price and enjoy the shorts that we took yesterday. How do you receive this level on tower supply and demand? No, not negative fibs. I use multiple confluences to come with the levels from channels to key horizontals, Fibonacci, fair value gaps, liquidity, and stuff like that. Tuesday low of the week and long? Who knows? Maybe. Maybe that's why I want to see how the price will react here and how the price will react here. It can be, and we go higher. Who knows? It can be. But I will wait. We need to wait to see how the price is reacting. All right. All right. I think that would be it. I'll put a link to join Discord, guys. Good luck applying. Don't be mad if you're rejected, please. You know how our Discord is. It's not just a normal Discord. We don't care about having 10,000 people in Discord. I know 99, everyone wants that. We don't want that. I'll put a link for application. Be honest and good luck. Good luck getting in. And it's not me, by the way. Okay, I need to tell you this. It's not me who's reviewing the application. So you can't blame me. I'm so happy. I'm so uh, glad when I say that because I can pinpoint someone else. Yeah, we have a video in the VIP in the Discord. We have a not I actually it's on the whole Discord. We have a video on how to position size accordingly and how to use proper risk management. Yeah, I covered both topics if I'm not wrong. How to use leverage. Yeah, how to use leverage, how to use position size, and how to proper use risk management. Yeah, we have a video on that one. I made myself risk free. Yeah. Yeah. Well, let's see how S&P reacts here at the previous day low because I might look for a long soon. So eyes open for this previous week low. As I said yesterday, this is a seek and destroy environment or trompeter of some like the trumpet pattern. So this is a seek and destroy. We might get a bounce again. We might go in the highs again. So I'm looking for longs soon. Thank you very much, guys, for tuning in. Thank you very much for the comments, for the support. I think it was one of the most engaging streams we had. And also thank you for your interaction. And don't forget, put the time and effort on what you're doing because that's what makes the difference. That's what makes the difference. The ones who actually are naturally gifted in a measure matters. It's the time and effort that you